Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. If this video looks a little grainy, it is. I'm using an old LG phone that I think has a 5 megapixel front camera. And why am I doing that? Well, I'll tell you why. My LG G4 phone has on the screen there, you may be able to see it, it says firmware update. But this time my trick of power button and volume down didn't work, and it keeps coming back to firmware update. And so I thought, well, hey, guess what? I've got another LG phone. I'll just use it. Okay. So I went to the LG phone, powered it on, and tried to use it. And then Google says, hold it. Sign into your Google account. So I signed into the Google account using my password, and it uses the two-step verification now where they send a text message to your phone. This one right here. I can't get a text message on this phone because it's got this firmware update stuff. So this phone is dead, the LG. Then I thought, well, I could power up the Pixel and use it, but then you get the distorted deal. My mouth is moving, but there's no sound. The sound is back here or wherever, and it's not together. And so, that just goes to show you how sometimes you can get bit by technology. This thing has been showing this firmware update since about 8 p.m. last night, and it shows 0% completed. So anyway, I don't know of any other option. I've got another LG phone, but every time I try to hook it up, Google wants to send me a text message. I can't receive a text message because this phone is the only active phone I have with Google. And so that's enough said about that. So grainy or not, at least we're getting to do comment call. And today is the first day of the rest of your life. And that's the way that is. I'm back at my home base in Central Texas. And as usual, the internet's not too good either. I mean, I tried to upload that video yesterday that finally got uploaded. But yeah, it was really, really slow. But that's okay. I'll deal with that because I've dealt with it in the past. And there is a little spot somewhere where the phone works pretty good. But anyway, hey Google, what's the temperature in Fairbanks, Alaska?
In Fairbanks right now, it's minus 21.
Minus 21 with a high of what? It doesn't show. Hey Google, what's the temperature in Bangor, Maine?
The temperature in Bangor right now is minus 3.
Woo.
Due to current wind conditions, it feels like it's minus 16.
Pretty chilly, Bangor people. Anyway, hey Google, what's the temperature in Butte, Montana?
In Butte, it's currently 24.
Not bad, with a high of 28. Hey Google, what's the temperature in Kingsland, Texas?
The current temperature in Kingsland is 55.
With a high of about 64 to 68. But anyway, what else can I tell you? Again, today is the first day of the rest of your life, and I'm alive and in color in my casita, the grainy-looking casita. But anyway, that's the way it is. We'll just use this one day. Hopefully I can solve this problem today. I'll come up with something. I'll guarantee you I will. Somehow I'll get I don't know. Never mind. That's another issue. I'll deal with it when it's time. What else can I tell you? Oh, this is Trenton Clump. That's an it. This is a teddy bear with my name on it. This is Popeye and Olive Oyl from the old Popeye cartoons. Betty Boop, 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 doop. And behind them is a sticker that says Native Texan. That's $1 million fake note. That's a 1,000 yen note. That's a €5 note. That's a Frugal RV Gal sticker. Check her channel out. This is Mr. Bojangles right there, and those are some old, getting older bananas like me. And that is Olive Oyl's bra. That is Smiling Face with nose, ears, hair, and stuff. And this is a sticker that says Life is Better in a Casita. So, got a lot of comments on the home base stuff. Thank you for that. It was a interesting journey, let me say that. But anyway, every time I go somewhere, it's interesting. So, also, I got a lot of comments yesterday, and I may have missed some comments yesterday where somebody might have had a question they wanted me to answer. And if I did miss your comment yesterday, because I'm buried in comments, and once you miss a day, I'm buried. So just send me an email to rusty78609@yahoo.com, and I'll respond to it. Thank you. And then Terry Laughlin says, this is a nice place, talking about my home base. All of these are on my home base. I had like 100 comments on the home base stuff. Rich L, home safe, Living with Angels Foundation, thumbs up. Peggy Bagley, no place like home, baby, that's for sure. Kathy Fan, my fifth wheel is undercover, but I have a Class B plus I travel in now. Much easier to travel in. Yeah, I looked at those B pluses, but for me, I'd have to have a tow vehicle because it would be my home. But anyway, thank you, Kathy. Oleta Benson, glad you made it safely. Good to be home and make plans to go again. What a wonderful life. Yeah, it is. I'll be here till I get ready to go out to Capitan, New Mexico, my other home base. But on the way out, I'll take about a month to get there. Maybe we'll see. Anyway, Terry Williams, well, trade the rain for our, they'll trade the rain for the snow. Yeah, I hear you. But no, boy, that was rain yesterday I got into. I'm telling you, man. Yeah, if there would have been any leaks in this casita, it would have been full of water. But fortunately, it wasn't. It was okay, high and dry. Ray Sprague, glad you are home safely. Rain is one thing, wind is a nightmare, traffic is exhausting. It is, and I was in it for 7 hours. Janice Williams, welcome home safe and sound. Thanks for the fun, history, and stuff we hadn't seen in your 5-state park adventure. Thank you. You're welcome. We got more to come. Calvin, retired geezer firefighter, driving in a rainstorm is white knuckle time on the steering wheel. Yeah, it is. And there's certain things that really aggravate me. People, I know some people have a lower IQ than others, as in stupid, but come on, guys. When it's a driving rainstorm, put your headlights on. Low beam, same way in a fog, so you can be seen, particularly your tail lights, I mean, I ran across several people that had pretty much stopped because it was raining in the highway, and you'd come over a hill and there they'd be. But, so there were plenty of opportunities for accidents. Knock on wood. We're here. I'm here. Anyway, RC says, great. Casey Lewis, welcome home, Rusty. Have a good weekend. Working on it, babe. Yeah, I'm getting a good start with no phone. And this thing here, this firmware update, it says, do not unplug the USB connection until the process is complete. And it's been 0 for 12 hours. That's a good start. Gerard Trico. I checked my radar app on my phone before leaving the doctor's office, and while at it, I checked Texas, and he thought to himself, Rusty, he's going to get some heavy rain. Well, actually, they didn't get any rain hardly here at all in Kingsland, Texas. I mean, it was just between Hondo, Texas, and Kerrville. Well, actually, through Kerrville, almost to Llano before it stopped. Yeah, it was about a 100-mile stretch. Anyway, Dennis 78382, this is all special effects. No way that dude gets around like this. It's all prop sets and green screen technology. Happy Beer 30, my friend. All special effects. Yeah, I hear you. Sheesh, guys. Yeah, I hear you. Randy Wyrick, glad you made it home safely. The adventure was awesome. Thank you. 66. Let me tell you something else. And I mentioned this in a video, I think. When you come through Laredo, of course, I went around the perimeter of Laredo. I mean, I didn't go through the main park. I went on the loop and all that stuff. But the truck traffic, God almighty, man, unbelievable. It makes Interstate 10 look like nothing. Anyway, 66 block, glad to see you safely back at home base number 1. Last winter, I was hauling my scamp across Kansas in a snowstorm. Prefer rain over snow, or better yet, waited out on the side of the road. Yeah, on the side of the road would be good. We had some people here in Texas who were waiting it out in the road. That's sick, man. Wildman, I like your place in Texas, Rusty. It's just a nice little setting. Enjoy the brew in the evening. Yeah, I did. Thank you. Yeah, it was good. It's nice to be back. I got some things I got to tweak, like my phone now and some other stuff. But anyway, yeah, that's life. That's just life. There's always something. Paul Drake, we're having a sleet storm in Illinois right now. You're missing out, Rusty. Yeah, I think I better drive there. I need to practice. Carl Hoff, got a Rusty video inside of 30 minutes of posting. Winner. Good. Bill Bunt, always good to get back to home base. Yeah, it is. Yeah, and the reason is, folks, we love predictability. When things are predictable, we feel more comfortable. And I know this video sucks and the quality is 0, but hopefully this will just be a one-shot deal. It will be. Well, I'll work out something somehow. This is Maureen Lowe, New Zealand here once more. Good to see you made it back to your home base. It's the same for us wherever we travel and enjoy. There's no place like home. It must be almost for Beer 30 and to rock in your chair reminiscing about the past weeks away. Relax and enjoy. Thank you, Maureen from New Zealand. The Cat Whisperer, glad you made it home safely. Me too. Yeah, I thought about it and when I was getting close to Hondo and I saw the cloud. I thought, well, it doesn't look that bad. Well, I could have got a, never mind, I could have got a spot, but I didn't. The Cat Whisperer, glad you made it home safely. Thank you. Rocky Z-Man, glad to hear you made it back to your home base. Me too. Debbie Weckler, welcome home, Rusty. Good trip videos. Thank you very much. NB, so you are home, my friend. Thank God you're there safely. There's no place like home. Here in LEP, El Paso, the sun finally showed up. Hope we have better weather for the weekend. There's no place like home, right, sir? You're right. Rest, my friend, and enjoy Il Dulce Vita con una taza de vino. Buonanotte. Okay, whatever. Thank you, NB. Jeff Jones, glad you made it safely. I'm a little surprised that when you hit the bad rain, you didn't find a place to park and wait it out. Well, there was, I mean, it wasn't horrible. It was intermittent. Sometimes it would rain real hard and then it would let up. You know what I mean? So, every time I think about doing that, it let up and I think, well, I'm out of it now. And then a few minutes later, I'm back in it. So anyway, William R. It doesn't matter now. It's all over. I'm home. William R. Kirkland. Many good men would like to have as many loyal friends, internet fans, as you. Take care of yourself. Thanks. Yeah, you bet. Thank you, William. Tazmod, glad you and Trike Man made it home safely. Even Rob and Carolyn of Little House on the Road is looking for property. I told him about your setup and channel name. I have been caught in hell in Colorado while driving a motorcycle in the car. Not fun. We get heavy rains here in Oregon and Washington. Yeah, I know you do. You get a lot of them because you got those forests there. Got to water the trees. Anyway, Jeff Jones. It occurred to me that with your system for quickly getting on the road again, law enforcement would have a hard time tracking you down. Ha ha. Well, if they were looking for me, they really wouldn't. All they'd have to do is just come by here when I'm here. Sandborn Ace, great tour, thanks. James Richardson, home sweet home, no matter where it is. You got it. BG says, Rusty, it's good to see you arrived okay. Have a good night. Brian, thank you. Tom Wilson, welcome home. Thank you, Tom. 5150 Rockhound, good evening. Well, good evening to you, or good morning now. Ira and Bobby Pickard, I'm glad you made it safely to your home base in Kingsland, Texas. Me too. Yeah, the reason I got to use this phone is that is an AT&T phone, or it's hooked up with TracFone, and I don't have to sign into Google to make this one work, and I can use the Wi-Fi to upload the video, as crappy as it is. Anyway, so that's the story on that in case someone was thinking about it. Ira and Bobby Pickard, I'm glad you made it safely to your home base in Kingsland. Me too. I thought it was just going on and on and on. Michael Tyree, I'm glad you made it back safely. Good evening and good weekend. Thank you. Sven Johnson, good to see you made it home in one piece. Now that you're settled in, it's Beer 30. That's right. I arrived just right at Beer 30. Dale Pointer, here we go with a little poetry here. Let's see what he's got. Back home for a time, relax, beer and wine. Texas parks were really neat. Relax, kick up your feet. The rain was hard for truck or car. Pulling an RV can be a misery. You bet it can, babe. Thank you, Dale, for your poetry. Tracy Phillips, glad you made it safe and sound. Looking forward to the next adventure. Now it's time to relax. You bet it is, and I will as soon as I get my phone going here. Baltic Avenue, have a pleasant evening, sir. Thank you. Mike Brandenburg, home sweet home. You bet. JT's Crappy Cave says, we have some great news. We are now officially park volunteers for the Corps of Engineers here on Lake Whitney. Right now we are working at Cedron Creek. They are still looking for some volunteers to work 3 days a week, and you get free camping. Come see us, Rusty. I've done that to volunteer. If I get up that way, I'll stop by, but I don't want to do any work. I'm out of that stage. Margaret Harris, thank you for the great videos, Rusty. I'm glad you're home. Me too. It was a long drive, but it's done. Taz Mod, hi, Rusty Trike Man. I see you made it home safely, rainstorm and all. Just like the frontier days, you have a homestead, then you go hunting and trapping for furs for quite a while, and then back home. I guess you could look at it that way. Thank you, Taz. This is Mike Hamilton. Rusty went ahead and decided is perfect. Texas grammar, thank you. I thought it might be. It makes perfect sense. So I am fixing to like this video. Yeah, you know, it's going off here pretty good, but it's coming out here, it gets twisted. I don't know why. Anyway, Rita Richardson, by gosh, you made excellent timing. Glad you were back safe. Me too. Made it right at beer 30. Don't think I wasn't. I'll make it at beer 30. Anyway, Joyce Forney, hi. Glad you're home and safe and sound. It's always nice to get away, but great to come home. Usually a little worse for wear, but nothing one couldn't cure. LOL, bless. Actually, you know, when you're out camping like that at the state parks and stuff, they're really quiet. You sleep good. I mean, you rest good, so you're not worn out. And then back here at my home base, 99% of the times it's extremely quiet and peaceful, and it was last night, which is great for a Friday night. Sue Taylor, cheers and welcome home. Thank you, Sue Taylor. Slack Pack Hiker, glad you made it home safely and things were as you left them. Yep, nothing was disturbed. That's good. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was worried about a lot of things. Of course, you know, that's what people do. We're good warriors. We're not good warriors. We're good warriors. Prairie Night Moon, welcome home, Rusty. Travel is great, but no place like home. That's correct. Anyway, Nan Carter says, before retirement from over-the-road trucking, Laredo was my home terminal. At one time during the construction of I-35 overhead ramps, it could take an hour of inching forward to just get on the interstate. Missed the road, but not the backups. Man, I'm telling you, there is truck traffic there. Thank you, Nan. Dan Frenzel, guess you were in a hurry to get home. Better to pull over in a bad rainstorm pulling something. Well, you do what you do, Dan. I do what I do. My judgment was good for me. No, it was okay. I mean, you'd have done the same thing because what was happening is that the rain was intermittent. It would slack up and then rain hard, slack up, rain hard. And that's what kept throwing me because every time it started raining hard, I thought, well, okay, I'll find a place to pull over. Well, about 5 miles down the road, it'd start to lighten up again. And here we go again, and on and on and on. Anyway, Jeffrey Kropp, home sweet home. Thank you. Wanderer, nice home base, Rusty. I know Laredo can be a big truck cluster. Yep, used to be part of it. LOL. Boy, it is amazing. Anyway, we'll do about 3 more and then shut her down because I don't know how long it's going to take to upload this comment call because it's the internet. I don't know, man. It's really bad. But I'll find a spot. Stacy Hackney, love your little casita, Rusty, and I sincerely appreciate you sharing your wisdom and opinions. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Stacy. John Cook, thumbs up. Jamie, glad you're home safe. A little place we go, Inks Lake, every so often, 2 or 3 times a year. Yeah, Inks Lake's a great place. Anyway, a lot of people say glad I made it home, and for all of you that are glad, I'm glad, you're glad, everybody's glad. But anyway, I am home, and now I got some projects to do that just got thrown my way. Let's see if this thing's made any progress. Oh boy, it's all the way up to 0 now. God dang. You know, that is so frustrating. I'm going to try this right quick while y'all. See what you do. You hold down the power button here, and then you do this, the sound down button, and then it'll cut off that firmware update. Okay, it'll cut it off. I'm saying it'll cut it off. It did. See, it cut it off. Okay, and then it starts to power back on, but guess what it does? It'll go back to that firmware update. I say it'll go back to that firmware update. Well, it ain't this time. Huh, maybe it's going to work now. Maybe I solved my problem. For a while. For some reason, well, I want to do the firmware update, but the hell, if you leave the phone plugged in and on overnight, hooked up to Wi-Fi, and it doesn't do a thing, what do you expect? I'm just waiting to see what it does. I want to see if it actually goes to Verizon or goes back to that firmware update. I want y'all to see, too. I don't know why I want you to see, like you care. It says Android is starting. That's a good sign. It always says that. And then it buzzed. All right, so it got, well, almost. We almost got it, guys. Yeah, we got it. It's back. It's back. Okay, so I'll load this crappy video, and then it looks like I got a phone back. That's good. That's very good. That's wonderful. Okay, anyway, guys, so we got it fixed. Thank you all for helping me get it fixed. How about that? Thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye, buy anything you want anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all my videos. Why? Because I get a small commission. Because you know why. But it doesn't cost you a penny. It doesn't cost you 1 penny. What else? Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout. Kidney stones also help you lose weight because you'll be full of water and you won't want to eat so much. And the only way to really lose weight is what? eat less. And then what else? Stretch, swivel, swivel, walk, pedal, exercise your body once or twice a day. Why? Because it's good for you. You may live longer, a little longer anyway. I skipped one. Take deep breaths. Breathe in deeply through your nose or mouth. Doesn't matter. Just take a real deep breath. Hold it for a few seconds and then breathe out slowly. What does that do? Lower stress, which lowers your blood pressure. Is that good for you? You bet it is. And then what else? I did the stretching. Stand guard at the door of your mind. Do not let negative Nancy or negative Ned get inside of your head. This is your head, your brain, your frontal lobes, your consciousness. Don't let anything or anybody dump trash in your brain. How about that? Accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, enjoy your life one day or one moment at a time. And hopefully the phone problem is solved. That's one issue already done. And what else? Enjoy your life, man. Best you can. But anyway, we'll talk again later today. What am I going to do? I have no clue. Adios, amigos. Carry on. Bye-bye.